Preserve your memory and favorite days. Come online to the newest craze. The digital scrapbook, the way you want it to look. With digital scrapbook kits, fun and full of wit. You log in today, you won't be able to quit. Come on over and you'll think it's the bomb. Nitwitcollection.com.
Hi everyone. Wow. Take a look at our forest friends. I know you're going to love these critters. Everyone, a lot of our customers have always really liked the animals and the forest theme and everything else. And we had this inspiration here in order to do one where they're just out picnicking, they're out frolicking, they're out just hanging out together. And that is the genesis for Forest Friends. It is a lovely kit. You are going to have so much fun with this. There's a bear, there's a squirrel, there's a deer, there's a fox, there's a mouse. I think you kind of sort of get the idea. And they're all doing playful things. The bright colors, the extra elements with the trees and the florals, the mushrooms, things like that. Anything goes with this. And as you'll see from our digital scrapbooking layout idea, as well as our card making idea, you can kind of go a few different ways. You certainly can use the animals, and a lot of you will want that. But if you had a photo or you were going for something, card making that you thought, you know what, I don't really want to use the animals in there. It's more for an adult type person or whatever the case may be. You take a look at our card making idea, and that will also show you how you can just use the floral component to it and still have a very, very pretty card and a pretty creation, as well as you have lots of useful things in order to be able to create that as well. So for those of you that are newer to us, in this video I'm going to show you exactly every element, every paper, everything, so that you can really have a close-up look before you buy it. And as well, if you purchase this as our bundled Forest Friends, you will save yourself 20% over the price of buying each of these coordinated products individually. So for example, our FQB Forest Friends, our Forest Friends 2 additional paper pack, our Forest Friends Solids paper pack, our Forest Friends Talk, and our Forest Friends Little Bits additional elements pack are all included when you buy the bundled package of this. And as well, there are no duplicates in here. So you will see similar patterns in the papers, but different colors, things like that. Everything in the Little Bits you will not get in the FQB. So for those of you, again, who are new, I don't want you to think that you're actually going to get duplicate items and worried about buying that. So our bear starts it off, and how can you go wrong with this? Look at how cute he is. Holding his flowers, ready to greet you and ready for your creations. Our background papers obviously has the outdoorsy theme to it. Acorns, there is florals, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful florals once again in the stationery backs. Plaids, everything that really represents outdoors. Everything that when you're out there, you even see in here in the floral with the acorns in there and everything else. We wanted to make sure that that theme ran through everything that was there. It's very outdoorsy, not only with the animals, but just for outdoorsy people. If you like camping, if you like, going hiking, if you like all kinds of outdoor activities, canoeing, boating, whatever, you're always out in nature, and we always love to see nature and be a part of that. So here it is with this kit in order to capture those memories. Here is a beautiful quilt pattern. You'll see how I use this in my card making idea. That is such a gorgeous paper. That really may be one on your must-use list. As well, Mary Fran always includes some simpler ones like the stripes and tickings and things like that, because you do need some others that are not quite as busy or quite as lively in order to complement and things like that. And here's a vine paper. Like, this could be, look at how standalone this is. Isn't that a fabulous paper? I hope you'll try and use some of these and look at it in the different colors. Here, as you can tell, let's go back for one sec. This is gorgeous on its own. Now you flick it into the blue. Now you got a touch of elegance with that. That allows you to move in that direction, like I said earlier, where it's not only about the animals. It is outdoorsy, it is florally as well, and you can certainly move in creating into that direction. A weave pattern, again, something simple, something really unique, but goes so well with the rest of the kit. Our little bird, just tweeting away, happy little character. There he is sitting on his branch. You get a few different options in here, so that way if you like this already set up for you and the way it's laid out, great, go ahead and use that. But if not, you do get the single element so that way you can build whatever it is that you see in your creative eye. Here's a nice border with happy moments in there and little guys peeking out. And again, here's the floral version, right? So again, like I said, you can go just in the floral way. And look at that, there's even stitching along the top here. Look at how intricate those things are, which is why we do these videos, is because it's too hard to show on our previews. I want you to be able to see all the different elements and how well done it is, and all the really details of it. This is like reading the fine print in a contract, right? Here's a great border with all of the characters. Isn't that gorgeous? Can't you see that gracing the side of your page? Some bows obviously flow very well and with the kit itself. Here is the branch by itself in case you saw a different way of how you wanted to create with just the branch, or maybe branch and flowers. Our little bunny, sweet, sweet little bunny. Here he is just hanging out in the patch, got his flower in his hands, and he is content. Some buttons to add in a little extra flair and some of those like little dead zones where you wanted just a little something. Our little squirrel, of course he's got an acorn, right? He has all of the things that he needs sitting up on his stump and ready to eat. There he is by himself again, so that you have the creative ability to use him however you see fit. Some great little circle tags. They work great as journaling tags. They work great in behind a main element in order to use it as your basis to build and to cluster your elements that you see fit. The deer, isn't that beautiful? Nice wreath of flowers around its little neck. Even the spot's still on it, just like a fawn would be, right? Here's the florals. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. You have great floral clusters, still have that feel of the foresty feel to them in the shape of the leaves and things like that, but very, very pretty still in their own right. Our little fox made a little entrance. Frames, again, for card makers as well as scrapbookers. You'll see if you take a look on our product description page for FQB Forest Friends. Underneath the main image that you'll see that shows you everything that's in the kit, you'll see the 3 photos underneath there, and if you just hover your mouse over those photos, they automatically, you don't have to click or anything like that, just hover it over it. They automatically blow up so that they're a large version so you can see it. And you will see in both our digital scrapbooking layout idea and our card making idea, especially in the card making idea, you'll see how I use this frame. They're not only for photos. You can use them as a great frame-in element on your cards in order to frame in something. I'm hopefully just giving you an idea. Maybe you've already done this and used it this way, but just trying to give you an idea as to another way of using this. Again, some florals, but it has the mushrooms in it, so it gives you the real forest feel in them, if you wanted to go a little bit more that way. Some journal mats. Obviously, it's nice to have the lines on them as well already. Some of us, our printing goes a little askew in one of them, so maybe Mary Fran's done that for me. But hopefully you find them interesting as well. Our little mouse, just sweet and soft, beautiful little color, beautiful little ears. Can't you see how you're going to utilize these? Maybe that's one of your favorite animals. Who knows? Here's the mushrooms in their, again, individual format, so that way you have full creative control as to how you'd like to use them. Our owl, he, gotta be part of the whole thing. How can you be in the forest without an owl? Oh, to spend a delightful day together, and isn't that it? There's our raccoon hanging around, waiting for us. Ribbons in order to coordinate with this kit, and again, with kind of the pinking sheared end, if you will, so that, again, it gives you that sense of whimsy and that feel that this whole kit encompasses. Here's the stump without the squirrel on it, in case you wanted that element, and maybe place somebody else on the stump. Tags. These tags are wonderful little decorative elements that you can place in there. Now, there is a little bit of room to journal, so if you had something just, maybe it was a date, maybe it was a name, something small, but they are great elements in order to fill in and give you that little pop, I guess, whether it be in your cards, mini albums, scrapbook layouts, whatever. They are terrific things to use. I hope you'll give them a chance and try and place them into your next creation. We have trees that are all individual by themselves, lots of different styles, lots of different sizes, whether you want a taller one or a more globe-shaped one, you have them all here. Vines with the big, beautiful floral vines. Again, I used not this one, but this one, the vertical version, in my card making idea. They are wonderful elements to use. And we also have given you word tags. We've given you some here: wild by nature, in the forest, friends gather, and explore, with words already on them, in case you are, have that suits your project 100%. But if not, here's tags that you can easily write on yourself and put your own sentiment and your own specific words right on that. In our Little Bits, again, for those of you that are new to us, our Little Bits is an additional elements pack to coordinate with the FQB kit, so that it gives you more creative options, but also they are more clustered. You don't get many individual, like, an individual bear, individual leaf, or things like that. The Little Bits, the idea is so in case you have creative block, maybe you're pushed for time, you can create wonderful items, but you have everything done for you, so you can just place them in place. What a great place for a photo spot. And for those of you working digitally, this is transparent back here, so you can place a photo in there. Works very easily for you. Such a cute cub. Can you see things already coming together? With Mary Fran, she really takes the time in order to give you great sentiments and things like that, that she would think maybe this is the way someone would create with this kit. So hopefully you can see these as well, that this gives you some creative ideas as to how you'd like to use it. And here's some just individual word tags with sayings on them. Again, make it very easy for you. All you have to do is place these into your cards or layouts or mini albums, and you have it already done for you with great fonts and great coordinating colors in there for you. So that is our Little Bits. So that's how it encompasses everything. You got a couple of blank ones in there too, just in case you wanted to say something or add to it. You do have that option as well, where you have the coordinating ones. So that's our Little Bits. Our Solids paper pack. Our Solids paper pack, as you'll see in here, has a nice leaf vine kind of embossment in it. So imagine, like, when you print that out, if for those of you that are doing this in paper, when you print that out, that looks every bit as good as something you would buy in the store. You really see that embossing in there. What a great standalone paper by itself, but you can also use them as coordinated backing papers in behind your main papers, just to add that touch of color. Obviously, you're not going to see the embossing as much and things like that, and that's fine. The intent is so that they're there for you, so that you can utilize them in several different ways. An alpha. Now, this alpha, I'll be honest, the alpha, this one really stands out to me, not only in its color and what Mary Fran did by layering that floral pattern, but also with that white border around it. They really stand out. When we create our cards and our layouts, in order to give you examples, we try not to use some of the other things, just like the alphas and stuff like that, because we want to show you how you can create just with the kit, the FQB kit alone. But using this alpha, you know what? If you're going to use an alpha in your creations, this is the one to do it with. It is a fantastic, it's bold, but yet with that white border around it, it stands out and really pops out in order to punctuate the names, dates, places, whatever word, a feeling word, whatever it is that you want to have in there. This is a great alpha to use to do that. And lastly, but not least, is our Forest Friends 2 paper pack. So again, as I mentioned earlier, you will see this acorn pattern in the FQB, but you do not get it in this color. So that's where the difference comes in. When you're creating multiple pages, whether it be scrapbook album, whether it be multiple cards, whether it be multiple items and pages for a mini album, you really like to have the versatility of having different things, so you don't have repeats or many repeats in your pages. And that's the point of having the 2 paper pack, is we want to make sure that you get lots of options in order to create with. So folks, that is our Forest Friends. I hope you've enjoyed having a full view of it, so that you can really see each and every element and paper in it, so you know truly what you're purchasing. I hope that you'll enjoy creating with this kit. It was so easy and so fun to create with. We know that you will have great creations that are made with it, that people are going to love. Thanks again for watching the video. I hope that you'll subscribe to our channel. I hope that you will give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment if you'd like. Tell us what you liked about the video and what you liked about the kit. And by subscribing to our channel, you'll also be made aware of when we have new videos that are posted, whether that be about kit releases or projects that we're going to create. I know this summer I've been a little lax on that, as I'm sure many of you have seen. I've taken some more time being outdoors and things like that, but I will be starting back in here shortly to put up more how-to videos, things like that, and tutorial videos on how to create different items. Thanks again for watching, and happy creating.